I'm gonna go ahead and apologize about the lighting in this video. I have a new camera and I'm trying to figure it out. So, bear with me. Hi everyone, my name is Zaji-Kali and today I am giving you looks with this spring inspired makeup. Today I wanted to do something a little bit out of my comfort zone and use a technique that I've never really dabbled into before. I'm definitely gonna need a little bit more practice with it, but I really like how it turned out today and I'd like to show you guys how I achieved this look as well. If you do like this look, please do give it a thumbs up down below, and while you're at it, you might as well go ahead and subscribe too, because I post videos here every week and I would hate for you to miss out on one of them. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into this cake up. So I'm gonna start my face how I normally start it, just with my pore minimizing, or with my primer. And today I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is the pore minimizing one. I just have the sample because some of these like primers just slide right off of my face. So I got a sample and I like it okay. I think it does a pretty good job. And I'm just using my fingers because I don't have nails. And I just washed my hands, so I feel confident in using this with my hands. Now I'm going to color correct on my face. I've got a little bit of dark circle action here, but I also have hormonal darkness around my mouth. So I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal Orange Corrector for this step. Oh, fatty. My cat just really tried to squeeze through there. Oh my god. Okay. And I'm going to use a flat concealer brush just to kind of blend this in. Alright, so while that sets, I'm going to go ahead and work on my eyes. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using my MAC Layin Low Paint Pot. This is like one of my favorite primers. It evens out my eyelid and also does a really good job of keeping eyeshadows on. So I'm just gonna apply that real quick, a little thin layer of that on my eyes. Okay, so for the eyes, I think I wanna do something kind of spring-y. So I'm gonna be using this palette from Makeup Revolution. This is the Soleil, hashtag Soleil palette. I think these are called the Slogan eyeshadow palettes or something like that. And this is the Slate one. So I'm gonna be taking it, it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna take a flat eyeshadow brush. This is the MAC 252, and I'm gonna dip into this shade right here, which is just like a light skin tone kind of shade. And I'm gonna be applying that to my brow bone. It's like a light cream vanilla shade, not skin tone. I'm tripping. Forgot I was brown for a second. There's not really a transition shade that I like in this palette for myself. I'm gonna use Makeup Geek Bake Sale eyeshadow. I'm gonna be using that color because it's just like a light brown shade. And I'm gonna apply that to my crease with the Morphe M533 brush. Next, what I'm gonna do is take a smaller crease brush. This is the Morphe M507, and I'm gonna go into this kind of deeper brown shade here from the Slate palette, and I'm going to apply that into my crease. I'm obsessed with this brush, by the way. This is like everything. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the M533, and I didn't put anything extra on there, and I'm just gonna blend out the edge of that brown shade. For the lid, I wanna put this shade right here, which is just a super pretty peachy shade. And I want to apply this. I feel like if you had the Sweet Peach palette, you could do the same look that I'm trying to create today. So if you have that, that's definitely something to use. But I love the fact that this palette was only $8 and the shades are pretty pigmented. So anyway, I'm gonna take that peachy shade and I'm gonna use the Morphe M421, which is just a small synthetic shader brush. And I'm gonna start packing this onto my lid. Actually, I'm gonna take this jumbo pencil in Milk and I'm going to apply that to my lid first just so this shade is nice and vibrant. I've not used this jumbo pencil before, so it doesn't feel. I'm very confused. Do you sharpen these when they get low? Like, what is that? Anyway, so I'm gonna apply some of this to my eyelid just so that peachy shade shows up a little better. I'm gonna do one eye first, and I'm gonna smooth this over. I'm gonna work with one eye at a time. We're gonna try this again. Takes a little bit of blending, or a little bit of packing, but it's a beautiful shade. I love this color. I am pretty happy with my eyeshadow right now. I think I'm going to just add a little bit more darkness into my crease because I'm going to be adding a little crease detail. So to do that, I'm going to take a little bit of this Anastasia eyeshadow in Smoke, which is just like a super dark brown. You could just use black or a dark brown or not anything at all. You are the creator of your own path. I'm gonna take a teeny bit of that and I'm gonna just run that through my crease, just on this outer part here. You know what? I think I am gonna take a shade over top of the peach shade that I put. I think I want to add a little bit of just peachy. Y'all pray for me. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of candied peach actually, which I think might be a pretty similar color. Oh, it's a little bit lighter. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, that just brightened it up a little bit. Totally unnecessary step. Could have left it right where I had it. Don't judge me. I have a problem. I'm gonna do my little crease detail right now. Now this could really make or break this look, but I got this infallible paint from L'Oreal. This is in White Party. So it's just like a liquid liner that's white, and I'm hoping that this is opaque because if it's not, I am not down for the like 1,000 layers of eyeshadow party. Okay? Okay. So I'm not gonna be able to talk throughout this, so I'm really just gonna be drawing a line in my crease, kind of just in between where the peach and like the dark brown are. Hopefully I can get this without going out of focus. Actually, I'm gonna try a little bit on my hand. Whoa, okay, that looks super opaque, so we'll see. Ooh. I'm just scared about my eyeshadow transferring over top. Okay, so it definitely is like a buildable shade. It's not just like right away stark white, but it is pretty easy to use. The tip is very stiff, but I like it. Oh, this is gonna be hard to recreate. I'm not gonna be able to get this on camera, so I'll be right back. Okay, so that took a mind of its own. This is what we got. That white, it was very stiff. This is super stiff, and my eyes are not the same shape, and also my eyelids are not very tight. So this was kind of a nightmare because the brush tip is super stiff. As a normal wing, just like on the lash line, I feel like it probably would have been much easier to use. However, that was not what I was doing. I was going in the crease, and for me, that's kind of like the loosest part of my eye. My shapes aren't perfect, but I'm not really gonna be too fussed about it. I'm gonna take this tiny little angled detail brush, and I'm gonna go back to the #Slay palette, and I'm gonna take this super pretty rosy gold kind of shade and go over top of the white just because I want to. And that's beautiful. I'm gonna take this tiny little Morphe brush, the 507, and I'm just gonna kind of go right underneath that line at the very outer corner. Make sure that's still super defined. I'm gonna put on eyelashes in liner, but I'm gonna do those both after I finish my foundation and everything. I did put some brown mascara on, my normal NYX tinted brow mascara in Espresso. Put that on my eyebrows. It's all good. I'll come back to them. I just realized that I'm going to be using a sponge to do my foundation, and I always end up covering on my eyebrows anyway, so I'm not gonna do that today. I'm going to actually do those after I finish my face stuff. So I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Believe it or not, I have never used this foundation before. This is my first time owning it because I got excited about it when it first came out and they didn't have any shades that would match my skin tone. So I was like, forget you, Too Faced. Brown girls like flawless skin too. And I basically just kind of wrote it off, and then I saw that they had new shades the other day in Sephora, so I was like, oh yeah, okay, try it again. So I'm not completely convinced on this shade just yet. I'm not quite sure if it actually does match me, but I have the shade Caramel, probably, yeah, because I'm like caramel in everybody's line, although I'm a brow chick, girl. You better act like you now. Anyway, so I'm going to use the flat side of my Real Technique sponge, and I just like dotted some foundation on with my finger, and I'm just gonna blend this in. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Tan Sand. And I know that when I hauled this product, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't like really love this product. Like, I feel like it's definitely not a product I personally prefer to use on its own. I've really liked mixing it with my Smashbox Studio Skin. However, I'm running out of this right now. And I love that so much. But this, I just feel like on my particular skin type and my particular skin needs, I don't want or even need this much coverage. But it's what I have right now, so I'm gonna be using that today. I just feel like it looks super cakey. And when I see people like using this product on YouTube and they're just like slathering it on under their face, I'm just like, ugh, scary. That is super scary. I could never imagine putting that much on, because I did that the first time and it was a cakey mess. I'm just using the tip of my sponge to just kind of clean up this eyeshadow. Anyhow, I'm gonna set underneath my eyes with this Rimmel. I think this is new because I'd never seen this before. This is the Rimmel #Insta Fix and Matte Translucent Powder. I think this is like the more sophisticated older sister to the just regular Stay Matte powder. It might be replacing it. I'm not really sure. I don't know if there's any difference whatsoever, but I needed another one because that one's kind of crusty. But I'm gonna see if I even like this, if this is the same or what. I'm gonna use the setting brush. Isn't that what it is? Yeah, the setting brush from Real Techniques. And I'm gonna pick up some of this. Ooh, it's super powdery. So I'm guessing it's very fine. I'm gonna just try to get any of the creases out. Am I tripping? Okay. Because I was like, there's nothing on my brush, there's nothing happening. Ooh, that really does smooth out the look of my under eyes. I appreciate that. Heck yeah, I'm here for it. I'm gonna put a little bit on my T-zone. It smells kind of like florally though, which is kind of... For the rest of my face to set it, I'm gonna use my Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation from Tarte. This is in Tan Honey. I have used this a couple of times. I actually wear this foundation, this powder foundation, to work a lot because it is a nice coverage. It's not full, it's not like my MAC, it's not like my MAC Studio Fix powder. It's not full list coverage. This is like a medium, strong medium. I'm just gonna use a stippling brush to apply this to my face because I don't wanna add a lot of coverage with this product. Okay, so I feel like that color is a little bit better. My camera was kind of making me look a little washed out. Okay, moving on. I got a new brush from EcoTools. I don't know if this brush is new, but the brush is new to me. This is the EcoTools Blending and Bronzing Brush. And it looks kind of like this. It's, you know, kind of misshapen because it was in the packaging, but I'm gonna bronze with it. I'm gonna use the same bronzer I always use, which is the dark chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced, but I know I need some color on my face. Ooh, yeah, I love this brush, by the way. And I got this from TJ Maxx for like so cheap. And I love EcoTools. I'm just gonna add a little bit to my nose because I'm not gonna be contouring today. I am going to highlight before I apply blush. Today I'm going to be using this shade from Anastasia. This is Bubbly. This is from a glow kit, which I'm not sure if you can get anymore, but it's just a champagne highlight. There's a million champagne highlights on the market. I just haven't used this in a long time and I like it, so I'm gonna use it. And I am going to use a Morphe E30 brush to apply this to my cheeks. We glowing. You see this? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's unsafe. Look at that glow. What? I'm going to be using this Beauty Treats palette, which as you can see is well loved and very old. I'm pretty sure they still make this, but it's just a bunch of matte blushes. So I'm gonna be taking this peachy shade right here, and I know, scary bright. So crazy scary bright. Doing a little bit of a matchy-matchy situation with lid to cheek. But I'm gonna be using a really tapered blush brush, which is also from Eco Tools. I am not sure if they make this brush anymore or what it is even called, but a stippling brush with bright blushes are your best bet. So we don't have any, so you and I both don't have any issues. Okay, so I got my blush on. I'm pretty happy with that choice. I think now's the time to go back and finish my eyes and do my eyebrows. I'm gonna do the eyebrows off camera now that the rest of my face is done. And then I will come back and show you what I'm gonna do for the eyes. Cool, catch you in a bit. Okay, so I finished my brows off camera and I used today the Benefit Ka-Brow in the number 5. This is also a new product to me. Well, newer. I've been using it, just never on camera before, and I actually love this stuff. It is like the perfect consistency. Love this stuff. And I used it with my usual L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper in transparent, and I'm also obsessed with this stuff as well. Now what I'm going to do is a gel liner, and I don't know if I want to do black because I feel like that's going to be way too harsh. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to use black because I cannot find my brown gel and I want to do black. So I'm going to use a little bit of this jet black gel liner liner and smudger from NYX, and just a Morphe R45 brush, which is just like a small angled brush. And I'm gonna do like my inner liner, and then for the wing I'm gonna use my Trooper, which has like a really fine point on it, but it is kind of shinier, so I don't like to put it on the whole eye anymore. I like a more matte look. So I'm gonna just line my eyes and do a wing kind of to match the wing situation on my crease. All right, for my lower lash line, I'm not really sure. I want to do something bright, but then again, I don't. My extra. I think I'm just going to take this really pretty purple shade in here, and I'm going to take a Morphe M149, which is just like a tiny little brush. I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line. I'm gonna use a light nude shade in my waterline. All right, so I'm gonna apply mascara and lashes. For lashes today, I'm gonna use the Ardell Double Up Demi Wispies. Oh, these look so pretty. So I'm gonna apply these and some mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, so lashes are on. These are beautiful. Enough said. But for the lips, I'm gonna just finish those off. I'm using this Kylie Dirty Peach lip liner because one of my friends actually stole the liquid lipstick as a part of this kit, but I like this shade. You could of course just leave it with a light colored, like a light peach liner. However, I'm gonna go over top with a gloss just because I want a gloss. So I'm gonna be applying, this is Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy. I think these are sculpting glosses and this is in the shade Reckless Bloom. So pretty. I can't wait to put this on. Let's do it. I did not overdraw my lips for this tutorial either. So I'm gonna go change real fast and I'll be right back. So I changed into something a little bit more spring appropriate than a black cami, and I feel like this is just a little bit more suitable for the look that I'm going for today. I love this spring look. I think it's very beautiful, very fresh. I think that peach and like this kind of shade of like orangey pink just is really flattering, and it isn't as scary as something like a pastel blue or a mint or something like that. I think this is a cool way to add a little bit of color to your upcoming spring outings. I don't know. It has been spring for a little while now, but it's not quite summer yet, so I thought I'd sneak a spring look in there while there is still a little bit of time left. But anyhow, I love this look, and if you liked it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I would very much appreciate you subscribing to this channel so that you can catch more content from me. I appreciate every single one of you that watches my videos, and I hope to see you guys next time. All right, guys. Bye.